Alright, so let's go through a quick run through of the Cutlass. They added a lot of new features free to use, such as these cool little buttons. You have to get pretty close to use it. Doesn't do anything. Oh, there it goes. That opens the ladder. This is the newest, coolest way to get into the Cutlass. Let's use that. This will take you up onto the wing. From on top of the wing, it also opens a door right here. At the same time, you also can go running around on top of the ship. Jumping is still really rough, so we're not going to do that yet. We are going to enter the ship through the porthole. See, the really cool thing about the Cutlass I like is it actually lets you close the doors after you use it, so it shows you actually what the cockpit's going to be like well, closer to the DFA. You can get in the co-pilot seat. Nothing's functional here. The stick moves, but that's about it. Field of view is extremely limited. I hope they really fix that later. Before you could get into the pilot's chair, it was kind of useless before. The screens are no longer on. As you'll see, the fan still doesn't work, but again, really limited angle of view. I don't know why, but it seems more limited on the right side than it does on the left, or more limited on the left than the right. We're going to go into the back of the ship. You have to use these buttons to open the doors. Of course, we'll come back in here. The door button is the top one. And now we're in the cargo hold of the ship. If you remember, there's a chair there. That comes down. I do not know which button engages the chair. I think it might be the bottom one. Yeah, it's the bottom one. So the bottom one engages the chair. You press it again probably to disengage the chair. This will take you up to the top turret for the gunner. It's a really cool design. Actually, it shoots you up and then forward into the turret. The turret's not functional at this time. But again, the field of view being limited isn't that bad, considering that the turret should turn when you look around. We'll just come down here again, and then we get out. And so we don't clutter up the ship, we will put the chair away, and away it goes. What else they added? I just saw a use feature. I don't know what that's for. These side doors, they look like airlocks, but they don't do anything as of yet. The toilet, it wouldn't be a Star Citizen ship if you couldn't take a dump in your ship. Still trying to figure out where the sleeping quarters are and how to use them, because that's one of the cool things that I really liked about the Aurora, is you could just climb in the bed and lay down. I guess there is a bed right here. I can just climb in here. That's pretty cool. The immersion is really great. Buggy field of view, the mouse no longer works. We'll just get up. Scratch our face. And I think the last two features that they added were, there's two buttons here. The top one does the back door. You can now run out as before. There's one here on the back leg. You have to get extremely close to press. That controls the door from the outside, so that's an alternate entry point to the ship. We'll just open it back and go up again. I actually didn't try the second button here. The top one does the door. And we'll just try the second one. Apparently it does the door as well. So we'll just close the door, and the last thing is you will see a button here which I never used. If you remember, this ship is for boarding other ships, so it has a docking collar. So basically I thought these airlock type things in the walls would be the docking collars, except I think those are power cells or something for the engines now that I think of it, because the engines are on the side, and this thing in the center would be the docking collar. So with the simple push of a button, you'll notice it opens and closes. It's really cool how it works. I don't know how the ship will dock to something, but definitely useful. This does what? Oh, that does the door. Yeah, there used to be a control panel here, or was it this cheap thing that I was looking at before? They got rid of all the blue screens, which would have been the in-game HUD, I believe. But the docking collar, I guess you just jump in, fall down, and get stuck. That's kind of weird. You can see the interior of the ship. So even stuff you can't see on the ship actually has a level of detail to it. So there you can see the floor, the door, which is actually really interesting because normally they wouldn't actually put textures on something like that. And even you can see like the fine lines for the wall. They actually put a lot of detail into each of the ships. I'm just going to try and get out here. And so that's the Cutlass. Really interesting. I'm looking to see it hopefully in the dogfighting alpha this spring.